reviews now. 5-minute movie reviews. Last week, we tried to have it categorized. We're not going to try to have it categorized this week. We're going to have it a little bit more free form, but we're still going to give you the same verdict in the last minute. But what we are going to do is, to be honest, it's not going to be spoiler free so much as Santa Claus was, because we kind of just want to talk about it. Mm-hmm. But what Joel suggested, which I think is a great idea, is we will let you know the list or the options that we are picking from in advance, so you know kind of what movie we're going to be reviewing before we record these episodes.
We'll also let you know where we're watching it, so that you can, if you have the streaming service, you can watch it too. Just to like clarify, because I know like sometimes you'd be like on Netflix and you're like, I have no idea what is on Netflix. Don't start the timer.
Yeah, I mean, you're good. I got the timer right here.
But so yeah, like there's so many things on Netflix. Sometimes people don't even realize what's on there and stuff like that.
It's true.
So
because when you're looking through it, a lot of the categories will just recycle the same things.
Exactly,
like,
you run into the same few.
A quick internet search of like best movies on Netflix will like open your horizon so much as to what's actually on there. Mm-hmm. But we'll let you know what service it is that we're watching, whatever we are on, and so you know that if you want to watch it at the same week, kind of, so you're aware of what's going on.
Exactly.
We'll let you know. We're going to start our 5-minute review now. Of course, this thing's open to interpretation. You let us know what you think, because it's still a new segment for us.
It's evolving.
But this week, we are reviewing Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, which came out in 2010. It was directed by Edgar Wright, and it stars Michael Cera and Mary Elizabeth Winstead. And I think it's a great movie.
This movie had a mixed history with. Before me and Mark watched this movie, I used to talk shit about this movie because, not to be rude, the fan base behind this movie made me not like the movie as much. Because I remember watching it as a kid, and I was like, I enjoyed it, but then like as the years passed, like the people who liked it are just like, you know, when people just like things too much and it kind of ruins it.
Oh, I mean, come on, that's how our friendship's based on.
That's how our friendship is.
Dude, if I'm like, I love this movie, you should watch it, you're like, nah, it probably sucks.
Exactly.
You like it.
So I kind of soured on this movie, but then we rewatched it because Justin never saw it. So then we rewatched it, and I was like, fuck, this movie's really fucking good.
It's got a slapping soundtrack too.
The soundtrack is amazing, and this movie, I think I relate to it more now, obviously, as 22-year-old Michael Cera's character is 22. But obviously going to like live band experiences, like when you see, now I see the movie, I'm like, oh, I can like kind of relate more to it. And also my music taste has changed. I kind of like that type of music that was being played in the thing as opposed to when it first came out in 2010. So I had my eyes opened. I love this movie. It's a fucking great movie.
Yeah, I thought it was good. It was my first time watching it, of course, and I liked it a lot. When I liked it because it was like I told Joel this when we were watching. It's like an anime.
It is.
It's like an anime about real people, like the fighting and like the and like the transitions and like them talking to themselves.
But it wasn't corny.
It's based on a comic book, which is worth noting. If you're saying,
I didn't know that.
So if you don't know
graphic
that
novel, Mark.
Well, no, it's based on comics. They don't consider them graphic novels. It's based on a comic book series.
I thought it's called graphic novel when I searched it up.
There's like, I don't even know on it. Honestly, I don't know what the exact difference is. I just know every time I've read it, it says based on the comic book series by this writer.
Yeah.
So it's based on the comic book series. There was also a 2010 Ubisoft indie title that came out for it that I really enjoyed, and like there was an ad for it in the collector's edition Blu-ray that I watched. But by the way, we watched this on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to see it, it is on Netflix for you to watch. But I like the anime type style too. I like the there's Scott Pilgrim has to defeat Ramona's seven evil exes, so it's like there's 7 bosses. They're completely different characters, and that gives it a very anime vibe.
I also like the transitions. Like, it just kind of like cuts from here to here to here to here
to
here.
It does, yeah, it's true. It's
wording,
very
like,
entertaining.
Later on, and it's like...
Yeah.
It's like
a
super
fast-paced
snappy
movie, and I think the only criticism I have, I feel like the first 2 boyfriends or exes are kind of fleshed out.
Yeah.
And then like is it the 4th girl? I think it's the 4th girl. Cause the first 3 I think are fleshed out really well. Then the 4th girl, you just kind of run into her. He beats her up real quick.
It's Matthew Patel, Lee, or something Lee. Lucas Lee,
and then the
Todd.
twins, and then you got
no, and then number 3 is
Todd, the bass player.
4 is the girl Roxy, and then 5 and 6 is the Katyanagi twins. And then 7 is G-Man Graves.
Yeah, I feel like the girl and the twins were kind of just skipped
It's
over.
true, they were. You can tell they like speed up the pace and how they're defeating them then. Because he fights 3, 4, 5, and 6 in like the same day.
Yeah, it's like, But yeah, besides that, I really like the movie. I liked, obviously, Ramona Flowers is fucking beautiful in this movie.
Yeah.
She's a good-looking girl. The hair and everything.
The bright hair.
Definitely does it for me. But what was also shocking is like seeing a lot of like the ancillary characters are now kind of like bigger people. Like Anna Kendrick is Scott Pilgrim's little
Fucking
sister.
Captain America.
Captain America is
Yeah.
one of the fucking just like a random like ex.
Mhm.
Aubrey Plaza is like the
Yeah.
other girl who's fucking hilarious in this. I love it. She was really funny.
Mhm.
Brie Larson is just like the Scott Pilgrim's ex. So it's funny, like it's you see this a lot with these movies where like the ancillary characters become bigger than like the
The
title.
main people that are actually in it.
Because yeah, we looked Ramona Flowers, the character, and it was like she hasn't done much since.
Yeah, she did like 10 Cloverfield Lane, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and then she's a side character in some other stuff, but she doesn't have a whole lot of like leading roles.
I thought the movie was gonna be more serious for some reason. Like I know we watched the trailer and everything, but I thought the movie was gonna be a little bit more serious. But after like a couple of minutes, I was like, oh wait, this is like
it's fun.
yeah, it's like fun. I found myself like laughing at like a lot of points, and I'm like, oh, that shit is kind of funny.
See, trailers do not paint a good picture.
I thought it was
of
gonna
what a
be
movie
way more
actually
serious.
is.
Yeah. But
Also-
before we're done with this, I wanted to mention that
Yeah,
the
15
thing that the
seconds.
trivia thing I searched up is that Beck. You mentioned that he did the song Ramona.
Ramona.
He also helped like all with the music and
Oh my.
and wrote a lot of the songs that the Sex Bomb sings.
Sex with Bomb saying, yeah.
He like wrote and helped produce and create those types.
You see, that soundtrack's good. This is a 5-minute review. We already went past the timer, but we're going to give you the quick, brisk, our verdict on it. Must watch, Netflix and chill, or don't watch. I think it's a must watch.
I think it's a must watch, but I think this is also a Netflix and chill. Kind
Yeah,
of
you
movie.
could definitely do Netflix and chill during this.
You
one.
could definitely Netflix and chill on this.
I still lean towards must watch, but you can.
This is a must watch
You
with a
can
Netflix and chill option.
Like
Yes.
you should watch it and then maybe
You should
invite
watch
your
it by
girl
yourself,
over.
but you can bring a girl, and it's kind of like
Yeah.
But you can watch it, but then like there's some parts where like it's like a little bit like
It's a little romantic, but
Yeah.
it doesn't have an overt sex scene in it, so it's not like kind of weird.
Yeah.
well
But
when
it-
he's over at her house.
But they don't have sex.
See, it's
Yeah.
tough though because this movie's so good, and we're already going over the 5-minute mark. While we're talking about this, the original ending for the actual movie was Knives Chow is who he'd end up with.
I was also
but
going to say that too. Yeah.
yeah, it switched over, and
I'm
he
glad they
ends
did
up
that
with
because that would
Ramona.
have made no fucking sense.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
just fought all these people for her, and it's like
And then also the scene where she comes in and gives him the package and he has to sign for it for her to leave and he tosses it behind him. It took like 30 takes for him to actually make it into the box.
Okay,
Or like the
that's-
trash can. All right, we're going 2 overboard.
Yeah.
Right, 5-minute reviews. We're over. We're here.